You're right, guys. So, update's still live. Still got a few things to do. Immersive Theater is now live as well. So, first things first, let's get this story section done. And then we'll see what we get from there. I want to get this out the way.
Been away for decades. And the saplings by the gate have shot up so tall. Back then, I'd be scrambling up and down them all day. Staging cricket battles with the other kids, poking...
You've heard that before.
I've only confirmed that a descendant of the Wu Chongzhang sect resides in this village. Their exact identity remains unclear.
Truth be told, I've no clue either. Best start asking around. Good luck.
Why us? Wouldn't it be quicker if you asked? You're the local here. Don't tell me you're shirking again.
Not this time. You'll see.
Sure enough, I did miss a treasure. I'm gonna have to keep doing that for quite a while until I get everything. Ah, I completely missed out as well. Right now. I missed a little urn. Oh, well, I don't. Wait for me. That might just be a lamp, but I need to get a closer look. Yeah.
Hey there. Ever heard any stories about the Wu Chengzhang sect? No. Papa says I'm not supposed to talk to strangers. Are you strangers?
We've been chatting for a bit already. That makes us friends, not strangers.
Where's Kazo
So,
here?
Where's your papa now?
He went out earlier to chop wood. If you've got questions, ask Mama. She's over there drying incense. Excuse me. Do you happen to know if there's a Wu Chengzhang sect recluse living in this village?
Wu Chengzhang? Can't say I've heard of that. Though we do have a few teachers here good with numbers and divination.
We're looking for the type who might fiddle with coins and tortoise shells for augury. Does that ring a bell?
可奏!
Hey, Sister Xiangyun. Have you been? How's the family? Your boy's gotten tall?
Go home and do your homework now. Don't go picking up bad habits from the likes of this man. I have nothing to say to you lot. Criminals get. Don't bring your bad luck into our village.
Why'd she turn all frosty the second she saw you?
Who knows? Maybe it's because I spent half my childhood chasing her chickens around. Sniffing around like this won't get us far. Let's go straight to the village chief. Hi, Uncle Lee. It's me. Mind if I ask you something?
Kojo, you've grown. Shoulders broadened too. After all these years, you finally come home.
Just here in business. Need to ask something for a friend. We'll be gone before you know it.
That's not what I meant. Never mind. What do you need?
Do you know of a Wu Qiongzang sect recluse living here?
You mean Hermit Jingyuan? Across the broken bridge, near the cliff edge.
Oh, that's the one patch I always steered clear of. I was a real rascal as a kid. Scaled every wall, nicked every loose tile, turned the entire village inside out. Except that spot. Every time I went near it, I'd blank out and end up nose down by a stump. If that's Wu Qiongzang turf, well, that explains it. Thanks, Uncle Lee. We'll get out of your hair.
Wait.
What is it, Uncle Lee?
After we drove your family out, I've carried that guilt ever since. How have you been all these years?
Don't fret over that. I'm doing fine. Eating well, sleeping sound, living free. My old man's got a big heart. He wouldn't hold a grudge either.
Your father was a good man. A real shame. And I still regret not standing up for your family back then.
Hey, don't say that. You helped us a
It's
lot.
just so weird
Brought
without
food and water.
Kezio here
Did what you could.
in the actual cutscene.
My mom and I have only ever been grateful. Dwelling too much in the past will only steal your years away. Take it easy, Uncle Lee. And save me a seat at your 100th birthday celebration. Right. Now we really do have to go. Next time I drop by, I hope to see you still full of beans.
Oh ho! A genie mon. What I get? Phantom. Getting lots of that one.
At last, you have come. Since the first light of dawn, I have kept my vigil beneath this parasol tree.
You knew we'd come.
The Wu Qiongzang sect takes pride in reading the weave of fate through the arcane arts. It is folly for mortals to pry into the impermanence of destiny. Yet in such humble divinations, my aim has seldom strayed. But allow me to name myself. I am Hermit Jingyuan, current master of the sect. My wayward disciple, Zhiliu, is in your debt.
For real? You can see everything coming? Then can you guess why we're here?
Be at ease. The hex upon your friend. I shall soon unbind it. And when that is done, all that was veiled shall return to her memory. Yet before we begin, might I ask you to hear a tale?
How long are we going to be stuck here?
The grown-ups will find a way out. Don't fret, child. What you need now is rest. Save your strength.
It's so quiet. What if we never get out? Will everyone out there forget about us?
Gonna predict. I'm guessing
Dwell too
Zhiliu will
long on
actually
such
succeed in
thoughts,
getting rid of the
and
done
the hours
chapters.
will drag on without
All the
end.
gods will be dead.
Like someone
And the
who's grown
person
used to
that
the
suffers
shelter
first
of
is
an
going to be
eve,
Zhiliu, who's
and
going
when
to
it finally
who's going to
falls into
deteriorate.
disrepair, can only stand there lost as the rain comes pouring in. Better to see it differently. This taste of rain.
But that's it. This game
How
has
often
been
does one find
not
such
very
a thing in
predictable.
daily life?
It has this story. It
Savor
has
it.
very
When we're rescued, it will
it
make
has very
quite the
stable
tale.
story beats. Goes through the
Looking
motions,
back,
and then actually comes
that
up with a
cave-in
conclusion
may
that's
well have been the first
unconventional.
omen of the scourge of Zhuying. It was misfortune to be trapped, yet with someone so warm, so unfailingly positive beside me, the days felt less unbearable. I thought then, perhaps this would be a memory I'd carry all my life. But with each passing day, hunger bit deeper. After so long without food, I had no strength left, even to think.
So hungry. When will help ever come?
This cave is so remote. Even if they realize we're missing, who knows how many days it would take for a rescue party to reach
So people
us.
kind of cannibalize each other.
What if by then our bones have already gone cold? Wait, the 9 chapters of Dafeng. Lord Argent will watch over their people. Won't they?
But the magistrates of Yingtian are there to punish the wicked. Will they truly come for the stranded?
Blast it! So if we starve to death here, we're just another tally in some calamity log. Is that it?
Are you out of your mind? What are you doing?
Heaven preserve us! Killing is forbidden by the admonitions! How dare you!
I couldn't care less about the admonitions. All I see is fresh meat.
Aren't you afraid the 9 chapters will punish you?
The magistrates don't see everything. And I can always go to the drifters, can't I? Worst case, I'll steal a ship and make for foreign shores. But first, I need to fill my belly. I won't rot away here like the rest of you.
You can't!
Could this be the end? I didn't want to yield to fate. Yet hunger had left me too weak to lift even a finger. All I could do now was close my eyes, so I wouldn't have to watch my own death.
Let her go!
Murder!
Back then, I imagined every possible end. To starve where I lay, or to be struck down by the frenzied, screaming adults. But what I had never foreseen was the blaze of sunlight. The magistrates of Yingtian descended like gods. Yes, we were rescued. The enforcers of the 9 chapters tore away the rockfall and let the sun pour in. Least of all did I expect that they had not come for our cries of despair. They had come for the man who broke admonitions. Yes, they had come to execute the hero who had just saved my life.
Though your husband's deed was noble, the taking of a life is punishable by death. Such is the unbending law of the 9 chapters. My condolences.
Papa was a hero. Why should we be sad? I'm proud to have a father like him.
Thank you for
Oh.
all you've done. But
Okay.
is it true his name may not be carved upon the tombstone?
I am sorry. Those condemned by the heaven may not bear their names upon a grave. It has been so since ancient times.
I understand. We will leave the village soon, but
Like, I would have
please,
recognized him without the really silver
tend to his
streak in his
grave when
hair,
you
but
can. Do not let the
just
weeds
weird.
claim it.
alright.
It shall be
But we
done.
need to recognize him. I guess you need to make it really obvious to some people.
Who'd have thought Kerming, always so proper, would go and break the 9 chapters' worst law, taking alive?
Our village has always been filled with law-abiding folk. And now, a criminal among us? What a disgrace. Cast them out. The whole family.
He wasn't a criminal. He was a hero. He saved me.
A hero? That's the last thing we need in Huashu. We have the 9 chapters, the magistrates, the Bian. Why would anyone need a hero when we have them?
But what if the magistrates come too late?
Not
What
gonna
if there's
be.
no one there
Can
to
I be
help?
honest?
Too
This is
late.
some CCP kind of
Impossible.
like anti-propaganda
And if
shit.
it did happen, it would simply be bad luck. That's no excuse for breaking the admonitions.
Like the more, yeah, like I realized it the moment it got introduced,
once
but
told
I'm
me
just being reminded this is what I
that
thought
walking
at the
out into
start.
the rain could offer a new way of seeing the world.
And this is the stories
I
and
tried.
arcs are all around the way it
But
has
all I felt
people have blind faith in
was
the
the
system,
cold,
but the
cutting
system is full
through,
of holes and exploits
swallowing
and
everything else. That day,
And
I
clear
wandered
corruption.
aimlessly beneath the downpour. Was this all the attacker's fault? A tragedy born of the 9 chapters? Or, as they claimed, nothing more than bad luck? No.
mainly she could have been
It was
saved
none
without
of
killing
those
the other
things
guy.
I
That
began
guy
to
would have been
realize.
imprisoned for attempted murder.
It was those sheltered by their eaves. They had forgotten what it was to be drenched by the rain. They had grown soft, indifferent, no longer able to tell right from wrong, no longer able to defend themselves. They had been sheltered too long, and that
We'll say that this
must
art is
end.
freaking gorgeous. Gotta double check. I don't know what these guys are saying.
The girl in your story. That was Zhiliu.
Indeed.
So she never forgot him. The girl my old man saved kept that memory close all these years. If he'd known one act of courage would stir up such chaos a decade later, he'd be jumping out of his skin. Even down there.
I have long since withdrawn from the world. It is not my place to weigh my disciples' rights or wrongs. I can lift the hex upon you. When you are ready, speak to me.
I literally spoke to you in the first place to get the... What do we do? Why did I have to do that twice?
The last seal. It's giving way. Soon, the truth of everything will come to light. Zhiliu, when you chose this path, what were you thinking?
I must apologize for entangling you in this.
Bit late for that, don't you think?
You're right. I never gave you a choice. I must admit, from the moment I recognized your gift, I have woven my designs to secure your journey to Huaxu, to bend their power to my purpose. You bear a rare strength, and with it, you were never destined for a life of peace. Your foes will not relent. Thorns will crowd your road.
That's my problem.
It was never my intent to make your road harder. On the contrary, I would offer you recompense. Do you despise me? Do you take my offer for mere hypocrisy? Whatever you feel towards me,
There's nothing mere about
I
it.
can only hope this final divination may serve as a small reparation. The third symbol, upheaval. The mighty changes with the tiger's resolve.
I mean,
Yet darkness falls from
that
heavens.
was already implied.
A
But okay,
mausoleum
because that's
hangs in
clearly your
void.
whole plot.
The constellations yield
What's the
to
actual
a new
prediction, though?
sovereign. At the heart of the 9 chapters stands the Taishu Mausoleum, suspended far above the whole of
Oh,
adjudication.
I thought it was on the ground.
That is where it all began. To kill a god is no simple feat. Mortal hands were never meant to touch the divine. Even in weakness, Taihao's power
That flower
flows
is
on
not
without
great.
end. And the gulf between god and mortal remains as vast as heaven and earth. Only a god can strike down a god. That is why, upon the altar, I forged a
what, those
covenant of
coins look
souls with
gorgeous.
Zhuyin. Life bound to
I
life.
kind of want a copy of those.
Death to death. It was a gambit that could not be allowed to fail. The Covenant is among the oldest rites known. As High Chancellor of Longyuan, the 9 chapters gave me both the authority and the means to bear one. From that moment, my life was inextricably bound to Zhuyin's. Long years of sealing have weakened him. My next act will be to offer myself upon the mausoleum, to restore and feed Zhuyin's strength. Let the 2 gods clash, consume one another, and fall together into ruin. That is the only solution I can foresee. Your part in this is simple. When both are spent, kill me. End it all. Only then will the 9 chapters fall.
Kill you?
Exactly. The death of one soul-bound partner ends the other. That is the price of the Covenant. Tai Hao and Zhu Ying share the same origin. Neither can truly unmake the other. Only the backlash of the Covenant, through my death, can be shared by them both, and bring this to an end.
Wait, what? But she doesn't have a covenant with Taiho.
In their prime, gods might have withstood such a blow. But drained? Perhaps not. And you will gain fame, influence, power. Huashu has known divine protection for nearly a millennium. When the Loon gods fall, the land will be left without a leader. Someone must rise to rally the people.
She's gonna do it in a way. She's gonna
their
kill the
hearts
gods
together
directly.
Once more. That hero will be you. A hero's name
Yeah,
carries
Zhiliu will
weight
live.
beyond
Also,
measure.
yeah, her hair clips is
Is there
clipping through
not
that chair.
preparation
100%.
enough?
You're wrong about one thing, Zhiliu. Yes, I'm mad that you used me, forced me. But that doesn't mean I'd ever stand by and watch someone die. When we first met, you asked me what was worth risking one's life for. You clearly fear death. Yet now you speak of offering your own life as if it were nothing. Why?
That was idle talk. I never thought you'd take it to heart. To reach the ending I seek, such a sacrifice is necessary. Whether I will it or not, there is no other path. If I do not give my life, Tai Hao and Zhu Ying will spiral beyond control, dragging Huashu into chaos. I can entrust this final act to no one but you. Whatever consequences, whatever blame follows, I will bear them alone. That should be fair.
It's kind of a shame that the actual intro in the main menu kind of spoils what happens. But hey. What? Where's the... Oh. What the fuck? Why is her moveset so good? You see this? Oh, she used the Trigon.
The stench of Zhu Yin. Who dares allow such filth to profane this sacred ground?
The rite has yet to begin. Zhiliu, why do you stand here now?
Why ask what you already know? You and I both know my purpose. I am here to bring the 9 chapters of Dafeng to their end.
The audacity! Do you grasp the enormity of your crime?
Zhiliu, we once placed in you our highest hopes. The honor and might of the High Chancellor of Lungyuan are not gifts to be squandered.
Rest assured, before I set foot here, I had already accepted the price, even if it be my life, to bear the pillars of the realm and to bring succor to all people. Such is the charge of the High Chancellor of Longyuan. And even at the cost of my life, I shall not repent.
You...
Looking at the frame rate of that as the blade as it moves around, it does jitter a bit. Might be because I turned off V-Sync.
Zhiliu.
Scattered throughout the museum. They can be destroyed by shattering them may fall back rat, unleashing enemies.
Would you make yourself a sinner for all eternity.
The grace of heaven and the ordinances wrought by your forebears. Would you, a mere mortal, presume to defy them?
Like, why is her moveset just a normal sword moves? Because that's way too fast.
If Tai Hao were to fall,
got to be maxed
the
out
order
celerity.
we have built over the ages would crumble in an instant. Zhiliu, what drove you to such flagrant defiance?
What? Indeed. The people of Huashu have long grown used to entrusting all to the gods.
Which is a good thing. So long as they
have laid down
provide,
their
so long as they
weapons
actually provide
and
safety.
chose not to defend themselves with their own hands.
Please, Miss Zhiliu, this is wrong.
They shut eyes and ears, heeding only the voice of the 9 chapters.
To serve the 9 chapters now, it is my chance to atone.
They have stifled their own judgment, surrendering the measure of right and wrong to divine decree. Yet, can the deities truly shield Huashu for all time? The scourge of Druin descended, and not even Tai Hao could stay its course. Does this not portend the waning of the 9 chapters? Look, up on the far reaches of the continent, the war between the Empire and Elysian Church has stretched across a millennium. When the 9 chapters fail at last, when the gods extend no more shelter, how shall the people of Huashu stand apart from the maelstrom of strife? Should the 9 chapters' power one day run dry, how will people measure the world then with their own eyes? How will they live, fight, discern good from evil, and restore order?
Folly. With the narrow vision of the commoner, how could they bear the weight of the grand design?
Shouldn't have said that. Because these are people living under your own system.
Bound within a clay
If
shell,
it doesn't cause
how can you be sure
tranquility
you're
as you
not one
per
of those
se,
commoners
as
you
you
so
say, people are
readily
obviously
scorn?
going to rebel. Are you teaching me combat skills right now?
Hexagram unfold. Fortress packed with nuts.
Like, yep. Cool.
Zhiliu, have you truly reckoned with the consequences? Can you bear them alone?
I have, and I can.
Such selfishness. You could play out your drama, then close your eyes and leave the rest to ruin. But when the 9 chapter shelter is gone, what will become of the people left behind?
Humanity is not as fragile as you think. When the god is gone, they will relearn how to face deterioration. And with it, war, suffering, and sin. Haven't you witnessed those drifters who willingly stand beyond the 9 chapters and shielded themselves through their art? The process may bring pain, even sacrifice. Yet such trials are the necessary price of their healing and growth. Only when the rot is cut away can life find a new path.
Wait a minute. If you guys know your Chinese history, the Chinese Communist Party basically during a civil war hid into the mountains while the main government at the time finally just retreated towards the end of the war into what is now known as Taiwan. Like, I'm seeing lots of parallels with that. So basically this is making an allegory of the drifters were being the CCP coming down to the mountain to create a whole new regime, while Zhiliu here is a revolutionary that takes down the imperial dynasty.
misfortune's edge. Resistance is sheer folly.
That is also like a possible interpretation. Interesting.
An impressive design. Zhiliu, in all the ages, you are the first to pose a true threat to the core. When we chose you as High Chancellor of Longyuan, it was for your brilliance, though I never imagined it would lead here.
I never had the chance to thank you for that appointment. I suppose now will do.
You and I are wise enough to speak plainly. I will not, like those fools, waste my breath railing at you over some phantom notion of moral duty. Morality is but a shackle for the mediocre. And the so-called Long Gods, merely constructs wrought of the void, vessels for the will behind them. It is we who truly command the 9 chapters. Generations who gave their very bodies, the finest of every age, fused into the core's common will. By that will, Zhiliu, I extend to you our sincerest invitation.
She's giving the high C.
You have proven your resolve and your genius. I could welcome you into us, the core, where by your will alone you could reshape Huaxu.
While keeping the 9 chapters.
What say you? Does the offer please you?
You bargain more wisely than the others. Yet still, no.
Why?
If you watch enough, like,
whatever you seek,
if you watch enough period
to lead
dramas
the
in China,
people,
all
or
these
to
offers
reshape
are
Huaxu,
hollow.
this power would make it so.
Then
Because
you have
once
mistaken one
she's
thing.
under contract,
I have never sought
she's
to
gonna
become a
be
god.
under the will of the 9 chapters.
There should be
and
no
can't
more
act
gods
against
in
it.
Huaxu.
Like, so yeah, that's a trap. She'd get exactly what she wants, but she wouldn't actually be able to reshape Huashu because she doesn't have the free will to change it. So like, that was a trap. Yeah, this is just steeped in Chinese mythology.
Turn back now, before it is too late.
Stop! You must go no further.
Would you truly see the grand design of millennia end by your hand?
Zhiliu, is your mind truly set? Zhiliu, since you so ardently seek death, do not blame us for showing no mercy to presume to stand alone against the 9 chapters of darkness. Foolish. Utterly foolish.
Cease this, Zhiliu. You are a wise soul. Why incite a struggle where none shall prevail?
Stubborn fool.
Hexagram.
Soon, all of this will be over.
Path ignites.
Surely now.
Resistance is sheer folly.
Okay, I have to kill everything.
Stratagem storm crescendos.
Then I can move on now. Oh, canonically she has the a great tassel. Okay.
It seems your resolve is unshaken. From this day forth, justice will be restored to the people of Huashu. They will bear courage in their hearts, justice in their deeds, and fear neither evil nor disaster. They will be their own masters. Taihao, do you not wish to see such a future?
Well, obviously not. That means it would dethrone her. God, this game has been made with spaghetti code. It shows its moments once in a while. Get fucked. Is that going to be how it is? It's just going to be a loading scene for every single little cutscene.
I know Zhiliu's entire plan now.
Little minion, tell me this isn't about those 2 giant loons above our heads!
We can still stop her. Listen, here's what's happening.
Are you saying the 9 chapters of Dafeng are on the brink of collapse?
A mind that dazzles, a courage that courts ruin, and a will harsher on herself than any foe. After all these years, she has not changed in the least.
Hey, this isn't the time to get sentimental. Tell me there's still a way to stop her.
Had Zhuyin not been sealed, perhaps a path might yet remain. But now, I fear there is none.
Even the faintest sliver of hope might do. Please.
I mean, the simplest solution is beat
Then we
both,
must begin
both
with the
along
origins of the 9 chapters.
via
How
resonator.
much do you know of their inner workings? Though now shrouded in divinity, the 9 chapters were at their heart a vast magical rite wrought by mortal hands upon this land. Born of mortal craft, they were inscribed from the first with laws and covenants. Bi'an, the magistrates of Yingtian, even Taihao and Zhuyin, all are bound by these rules. Yang, founder of Xuanheng, and Ju, founder of Jishu, each gave their life in offering, fusing thought and will into the 9 chapters core, becoming the first spirits of Taihao and Zhuyin. In ages past, the Long God stood not aloof above the clouds, nor apart from mortals. The people of Huashu could ascend the Hall of Adjudication to dispute law and verdict with the gods themselves. Fearing the right might in time stray from its purpose, Yang and Ju forged the Jade of Equilibrium, sundered it in twain, one half kept by each sect. At the summit of the Taishu Mausoleum, if the 2 sundered halves of the Jade are made whole once more, the path to the 9 chapters core will open, and the ancient rite may be restored to its first state.
Restored to its first state? Then we could halt Zhiliu's sacrificial rite, couldn't we?
Far more than that. The 9 chapters began to grow rigid when, after the Battle of Shuli, the Xuanheng sect acted alone and sealed Zhuyin. Thus was the balance of heart and principle undone. Tai Hao became the embodiment of absolute order, speaking solely in the tongue of statutes, deaf to the voices of the people. Bereft of reason, Zhu Yin was driven by unending wrath, bringing ruin time and again. Hence the endless scourge of Zhu Yin. If all were returned to the origin, this deadlock might yet be stirred anew. Yet in the Battle of Shuli, the Jishu sect's half of the jade vanished without a trace, and with it, the soul key was lost.
But she happens to have it.
Two halves. Hermit Jingyuan, this jade, what does it look like? Could it be rather like this?
Do my eyes deceive me? You have found it. This very morning I cast a divination. Restoration brings fortune, the lot declared. I wondered whence it might come. Now I see. It lies with you, for those who bear true goodwill. Such a gift is not sought, but bestowed by heaven. This stalemate is yours to break.
All right. Setting aside the fancy words I don't catch, we grab this golden ticket, storm that mausoleum, and stop Zhiliu. That about right?
I'm hoping the ending isn't so predictable as that.
Time's against us. Let's move.
Because like the whole plan, like we have all the pieces, we have to do the plan of action, and then we have to do the thing, and then the plot just follows exactly that. Kind of boring. You need a twist at the end. Need some kind of complication.
Help!
Otherwise, you're just following the motions.
Shelter us within your grace.
Grandpa, I've been good. Why does the big white wolf want to eat me?
Sweetheart, this is Lord Argent's test for us. Only with a steadfast heart can we endure this calamity.
Son, father, my baby! The whole city is in chaos. Argent and Sable Beyond are attacking everyone. And you are still praying? There's no one left to protect us. Take her and run!
Silence! No disrespect to the Bian. Lord Argent, forgive the child's heedless tongue.
Ah! Move!
Okay, yeah, the guns make more sense, not the actual kicking and stuff. What? What the hell is this plate? Okay, that might be the verdant grain actually.
Didn't even hurt. Data capture complete. I've got to jot this down. Hey there. Are you alright?
See that plus 10.
Thank you, miss. I'm fine.
My baby! Thank heaven you're safe!
Didn't expect the city to be in such chaos already. Good thing we got here when we did.
Miss, were you sent by heaven to save us?
Heaven? You're mistaken. We're...
Get away from her! I know you're kind. You're drifters. Nothing good ever comes of crossing paths with your lot. You blasphemous! Unhand my granddaughter now!
Father, for heaven's sake! This isn't the time! Please shut up!
Our lot? Huh. You might have that backwards. We blasphemers just saved your life. As for the gods you pray to, who knows where they are now?
Everything's coming undone. The very sky of Huashu is about to come crashing down.
Help! Please, anyone!
Cool, save your breath. Right now, saving more lives matters most.
Got it. Let's move.
Let me play. Jesus.
Huh?
I need to work out how she moves.
Easy. Steady.
Okay, this is a very good mobility tool. Okay, yeah. So you can sort of hover, you can slow down, decelerate by pressing backwards. Then you
Sun chaser mode engaged.
Okay, she summons little birdies. That deactivates the mode. Okay. Otherwise we use the Trigon.
Still got all my parts, right? Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh boy.
Woohoo! This feels great.
This doesn't feel nice to shoot. Yeah, but this is essentially what you have to do. Just hang back and fire. It's like a gun platform. Yeah, you can ascend and descend. I hate this slowness of this blade. But it's effective, I suppose. Oh, I can't even die anyway. See that? 1 HP, didn't even freaking die. Yeah, I don't like how this just like this a wide, lame ass swing. Yeah, see that there I should be dead. Oh, each swing eats up kind of the ammo. Okay, so this is like the little fix of it. It doesn't float. You have to sort of Flappy Bird it. I'll run out of ammo.
We've driven off these Beyond for now, but the next wave could strike at any moment. What in the world has happened to the 9 chapters?
Once we regroup, the truth will come to light. Let's have faith. Together we can end this crisis. Speak of the devil. Looks like they're bound for the Hall of Adjudication. Let's go lend them our strength.
What about the folks here?
Do not worry, I've made provisions. Sun Yu, Zhao Cheng, you remain here to guard against any more rampaging Bi'an that break into the area. Also, help me hand out the spare weapons we brought, so the townsfolk can defend themselves.
You mean arm them and have them fight? Would that really work?
Well, they'd have to, or they die.
Even if they had the strength, they have lived their whole lives under the Night Chapter strictures. They'd sooner never lay a hand on a weapon.
More likely we'll earn nothing but cold stares for our trouble. Sister Yi, do we really have to do this?
You never know unless you try. Giving up without even trying? That's not the Drifter's way. Please, give it a go.
If you insist.
Oh.
I've never killed anything. Not even a chicken. Let alone taken up a weapon to fight an enemy.
That does imply that they all like ate like a vegetarian diet, but they did sell stuff.
Thing? Take it away.
They did sell meat dishes, if I remember correctly, at the eatery.
To take up arms is to violate their admonitions. I shouldn't be doing this.
We've asked all around. No one's willing to take these weapons. Sister Yi, perhaps we shouldn't pin our hopes on these folks.
Do not be so quick to judge. Had our forebears deemed a single failed trial the end, they'd never have forged such wondrous machines.
You still won't give up on them?
I mean, it's an active battle. I would have just left them to it.
Your attention, everyone. The 9 chapters are in turmoil. Huaxu faces an upheaval like never before. The Bi'an can no longer protect you. They may even threaten your lives. We must soon move to another battlefield. We cannot stay to shield you. Until this crisis ends, only you can take responsibility for your own lives. Yes, the 9 chapters teach us not to harm or kill. Yet, they never forbade you to raise a weapon in defense of your homes. Right and wrong are not decided by doctrine alone. You must also trust the judgment of your own hearts. Ask yourselves to take up arms to protect your loved ones. Is that truly a crime?
I'll take one. Thank you.
You're the mother from earlier.
You saved my daughter. I've yet to thank you. If anything had happened to her, I'd live the rest of my life in regret. Even should heaven's punishment come later. In this moment, I must protect her. How could I entrust my family's lives entirely to others?
Well said. Here, you can take this one. My Shifu forged this crossbow himself. Pull the trigger, and it'll loose a volley of bolts. A handy piece. Very easy to use.
Then, may I take one as well?
I've the muscle for a fight. How could I watch others battle while I cower behind? Lad, give me a big one.
How are things here? We're apprentices from Zhiliu Pharmacy. If you see any wounded, bring them over to us. We will do all in our power to save every life.
With Zhiliu Pharmacy's trainees here, we needn't fear getting hurt. Now we can give it our best shot.
I mean,
My
fear
hero,
a little.
you must have more urgent matters to attend. Go. We'll have things covered here.
Oh, thank you, everyone. Then we'll be on our way. Don't worry. We'll do everything we can to end this chaos and bring back peace. And when it's done, we'll return to you with good news.
Whoa! Big wolves everywhere! The whole city's gone wild! I've never seen anything like this before!
We've got to stop this. You lead, I'll cover the rear. Let's carve us a path through.
What about the civilians?
What about...
We'll protect them.
Great Aunt! Perfect timing.
Huh, don't underestimate me. Nothing in this city escapes my eyes. The moment I heard of the unrest, I tied up the loose ends at the outer peaks, came straight here. Do what you must. I'll see to things here.
Then, little minion, let's get moving!
Wait. Forgive me. But from here, I can go no further by your side. If the 9 chapters are truly about to collapse, there's something I must fulfill before all is set beyond change. Thank you.
Let's finish this, once and for all.
Blossom like
Well.
flowers.
Now this is a flying unit. Don't know what the hell frigging TV is meant to be, but this is how you do it.
Oh, little minion, the sky's as red as if the world's ending. I have
Did
a
that
really
motherfucker
bad
just shoot
feeling
me?
about this.
Nah, I'm
We
not
must
letting
move
that go.
faster. We can still make it in time.
Get fucked. How dare you?
statues along the way are all shattered. Zhiliu must be just ahead.
Shisyung, are you here to bar our way again? Duty calls, huh? You're bound to guard the 9 chapters core. I get it. No need to say more. Go on ahead. Don't waste time here.
All right.
Draw your blade, Shisyung. Holding you here is my duty too. I wavered before, but not anymore. That question you asked me, now I have my answer. Who says you must choose between tearing things down and holding things together? I'll do both. And who says a man must fight only for others? If everyone took up arms in self-defense and stood as one, forget deterioration. Nothing could withstand us. I'll prove such a future can be made real.
Am I playing casual? Oh, they're just hanging out. I thought I'd watch them fight.
One strike.
Watch me get copyright struck because of that song.
Heart.
That's not why I came.
Even now, you still cling to that sweet, naive idea.
Zhiliu, you said I had no choice. But you were wrong. I came here to show you that
The Kingdom
humanity
Hearts is
can
made of
carve
light.
its own path.
The power of resonance.
Do I not get to do anything? Oh.
Intruder, can you withstand heaven's wrath?
Yes. Well, that freaking caused a problem, huh? That hurts, huh? That sorts you out. Damn. Oh, fuck. Woo! You done? Oh, let's kill him. Get that guy out of the way. Oh, you regen. I don't care. Oh, okay, if I kill you too quick. Bruh. Die. Good thing I'm max level. Why is that child holding a
Stay
giant
away
grenade
from my
launcher?
little girl.
What?
Ha! Bet my deeds today will make the front page of the Haojing Voice. Heroes aren't just the magistrates. We common folk can be heroes too.
Focus. Another bandage here. Not a single wounded will go untended.
The Bian are flooding towards us. How can there be so many?
Hold on a little longer. She's still up there fighting for us. We're almost through this.
Stuff happened. Don't know if they made any sense.
What is this place?
Oh. It's the little desert cloud area that was start of the game.
That you could achieve such a feat. I had not foreseen it. From our very first meeting, I discerned in you the makings of greatness. Yet all you have wrought since has outstripped even my boldest reckonings.
Well then, Proprietress Zhiliu. Ready at last to hear my 2 cents.
A gamble lost. I concede. To breach my covenant with Zhuyin through resonance. To channel the sacrificial rites energy into yourself. All to seize a fleeting chance to wield the Jade of Equilibrium. Such daring resolve could only be yours.
That makes sense to somebody, I guess.
Actually, back then, at the top of the Hall of Adjudication, when I unexpectedly withstood Tai Hao's blow, or even earlier, when I managed to harm Zhu Yin, I was completely taken aback. Crossing blades with a deity was something I'd never even dared to imagine. Is it because the power of resonance shares the same origin as that of the founder of the 9 chapters?
Correct. From its inception, the 9 chapters was a formation laid to amplify the power of Yang. The empowerment of this art is sufficient to allow you to touch the divine. But this alone is insufficient. The Jishu sect's missing half of the jade. Where did you find it?
When the outer peaks came under attack, a drifter led me to the hidden depths beneath the labyrinth of Yanyin, searching for a fix. There, I found it.
The very prize I sought for years, buried away there. Perhaps it's for the best. My heart was long set on ruin. Better such a relic rest in your hands.
She's going to jail, right?
We'll speak later, Proprietress Zhiliu.
She's not going to be a celebrated leader, right? She's not going to be elevated to like the Empress of
All
Huashu.
things bear the yin, and embrace the yang. From their union is wrought the concord. Fill a vessel unto brimming, and it spills. Whet a blade to utmost keenness, and its edge shall not endure.
That's true.
The heart is the essence that maketh us human. To honor mankind is to honor this wellspring. Should Huashu dream of peace unbroken through the ages, how may the heart be set aside? The root
overthrown.
The human heart is as a river in its flow. Without the bounds of right principle, it overflows. Law must be as the riverbank, to guide the heart's course, yet never deny its source.
When heart and principle stand in balance, then arises the Tao.
Abiding in the Tao,
the sage governs as water flows.
Does not contend, and yet answers. Does not speak, and yet corrects. Now,
what do you discern in these words?
Are you the ancient masters, Ju and Yang?
Eons have turned. So long did our will revolve that we near forgot ourselves, until your deed roused us to remembrance.
When the 9
thought she
chapters
wasn't gonna load
grow
there.
overbear, the people are enfeebled. When they fall,
God, okay, so
the
yes,
people
someone in
left
the
in peril.
sub-department that still needs work.
To cast aside one pole, an unbalanced heart and principle is folly. Yet to sweep all away in ruin is no work of enlightened virtue. Zhiliu, you have discerned the flaws of the 9 chapters, yet your hand has been too severe. Only they who discern the way of balance and harmony may be called truly wise.
Let the 9 chapters return to the purity of their first dawn, and accord with the will of the people. Will this not bring your desire to pass? Then, both of you, place your hands in ours.
She's gonna be bestowed with the power, and she's gonna be in a leadership role. I like this. Like an Orochimaru ass ending. Oh, game's not loading. Oh, there we go. Yep.
You did it! I knew you would. Lord Argent is waiting just ahead. It seems they have words for you.
Long ago, when deterioration spread unchecked, the forebears of Huashu, moved by compassion, wrought the 9 chapters of Dafeng to set heart and principle in balance, that gods and mortals might rule as one, and Huashu know peace through the ages. Yet, when Zuyin was sealed, I alone held sway over the 9 chapters. In time, I forgot heaven's harm, set divine chastisement in place of mercy, and wore the world in the cold strictures of the cold. Such is the weight of my transgression.
Kind of reminds me of
Neither Yin
the Emperor Qin,
nor Yang may endure.
where he had decentralized power through legalism.
Too long have I walked in
And as
solitude.
such, he created the Han.
Indeed.
Because his
For you,
laws was too strict and
With a
draconian,
heart as pure
literally
as a
draconian,
child, have pierced the veil
that
of my
Liu Bang
delusion. Now that
took over
balance is restored,
and created a golden
and
age for
dreams
China.
return to their place, we shall revive the ancient trial by disputation, where gods and mortals contend in law, and Huashu is ruled as one. Take this scale, a token for you to keep, should you ever be in need. Anywhere beneath Huashu's sky, I shall come to your aid with all my strength.
A mighty loon god in our debt. Now that feels pretty good. A reward worthy of the Demon King!
Our matter here is concluded. If you have no further cause, you may go.
So much in just one day. I'd never have dreamed I'd live to see such scenes. Now we've got a mountain of work ahead. Old cases to dig up, each one to reassess. Those who broke the law for a just cause will be pardoned, but true wrongdoers, they'll face due punishment. And we kept our promise. Here we are, both in one piece.
That was beyond impressive. I always knew you had rare metal, but to face 2 Lung gods alone and still hold your ground, that's the kind of friend any man would count himself lucky to have. Got my blood pumping too. We'll have to spar, proper, sometime.
Never did I imagine you capable of such a feat. Since pledging myself to the 9 chapters, I have been no more than thistledown in the wind, drifting where it willed, at times forced to deeds against my own heart. To my shame, I thought the 9 chapters' flaws an unchanging burden to endure. Never did I dream they might be set right.
Will you return to the outer peaks, Yuming?
My thoughts are a knot. I will need time to unweave them, perhaps, when I have set them straight.
Come on. She should be punished.
Will you walk with me a while? That is, if you would still have me for company.
Of all the places you could have gone after things calmed down, I didn't think you'd come here. You're going to his grave, aren't you?
So, my Shifu has already told you. How meddlesome of her. And yet, it was her meddling that allowed this turmoil to reach a clean resolution. Ever since that day, whenever the rain fell at night, I could not sleep. I would close my eyes, only to hear the endless drip of water in my ears. In those nightmares, I was always back in that cave, staring into the cold, unfeeling eyes of those people. And so I stopped trusting anyone. I chose to seize control of everything, to scheme and calculate each step. For I could only bear to face the truths I wished to see.
That's a virtue.
Perhaps you still resent me. Had I trusted you more, would it be easier to meet your gaze now? Listen to me, drowning in useless what-ifs. And
You
without
lost, girl.
even realizing
there's the
it,
grave.
we have arrived.
Zhiliu, I haven't forgiven you for tricking me before.
No, that's not it. That's not what I'm
Maybe I never will. But time has a way
That's
of
what I'm mad
wearing
about. I don't
things
care
down.
about that.
Who knows? Let's leave the answer for another day. Zhiliu, there's something else I want you to know. The human heart's complicated. Where there's weakness, there's also courage. Where there's darkness, there's also kindness. And there's always the chance for people to break free of so-called fate and careful plans and carve out a new path. So, try trusting others more. Instead of carrying it all alone, don't gamble with your life like that again. Treasure it, and live to see Huashu's future. Will you promise me?
You may have long since outgrown any need for my gratitude. But even so, thank you. Meeting you by chance in Ice Lake was, perhaps, the greatest grace fate ever granted me. We have arrived. Stay with me a while, as this incense burns in remembrance.
It's all very nice and good, but put her in jail. I need to check if there's any more quests. There is no more quests. We are all done. What was I forging? Oh, these two. Do need those. Okay, so it's just these two left, which is our thingies. Ugh. These are all Demon Wedge secret letters, which I will need to do later. But you know, I'll take that. Dailies have reset, huh? But yeah, that's basically it, guys. So I'll just end it here, and I will see you guys next time, and I will be continuing streaming after this. Goodbye.